Hello guys, welcome to my channel. I know my hair is wet, but I got things to do, people to see, and so I need to film this video now. I don't like to dry it. I'm trying not use heat when possible. So today I am going to be doing a first impressions on a new foundation and a wear test. I haven't even opened this up yet. Oh, I did not realize my printer was in this video, but that's okay. So this is from MAKIAGE. It says, minimalism is dead, which apparently like they have a big theme about being over the top and high maintenance. Slide it out. So what I did was I actually saw an ad for this on Instagram. I was going through stories and I saw an ad. It was like try before you buy or whatever, something like that. And honestly, I figured it was some like weird brand without a reputation that I wouldn't want to do it. But I thought that the packaging looked really nice. So I looked into it and I realized that a lot of people have tried this on YouTube and stuff. I've not seen it like in any of my feed really, but so I started watching a couple videos on it and learning more about it. So I decided to do it. So I went on their website and took their quiz. So they ask you about your skin type, your skin tone, that kind of thing, and they match you to your perfect foundation and shade. You have to pay for shipping. I paid $5 for shipping, which isn't bad because I live in Hawaii. I try it for 14 days. If I don't like it, I have to send it back within the 14 days. I don't know if it has to get there within 14 days or if it has to be stamped. So really not sure about that. Hopefully I like it, but otherwise they just automatically charge your card. I'm gonna be honest, I'm a little scared that it's gonna be too dark, but I have already moisturized my face really well, cleansed it. I'm not gonna wear a primer for this because on a day-to-day basis, I don't really always put on a primer. So, okay. This is the box. It says untraditional, uncompromising, undeniably extra, MAKIAGE, New York. Comes with this little thing, makeup for maximalists. And then it tells you different things about it. Okay. And then, so this is it, and it comes in another little box in here. Oh, okay. It says 100% cruelty-free, natural matte finish, buildable medium to high coverage, 50 shades for all skin tones, vitamin E and hyaluronic acid for hydrating and anti-aging. So, this is the Woke Up Like This foundation, and let me just say, I don't think they have another foundation. They like, in the quiz, it seemed like they were seeing like whether my skin was dry, so which foundation I would want, what kind of coverage I wanted. But I went on the website, clicked shop by product, clicked foundation, and this is the only one that came up. So I'm pretty sure is the only foundation that they sell. They matched me with shade 50, so we will see. I think this packaging is super cute. Oh, it's got sticker thingies on it, dang it. And then the bottom just fell out. Okay, so it comes like this. Wow, I think that the packaging is to die for. Pop it out. Okay. It retails for $44 on their website, and then also probably pay shipping, so. Okay. Let's open her up. Oh, you don't twist, okay, you just pull. So, let's. Okay, it's not super dark, so that's good. I'm just gonna start with this amount for now. I think I'm gonna try a brush first. That's what they recommend. And then I'm also gonna try my beauty blender. Generally, I will do, if I do use this kind of brush, which this is my favorite brush for foundation, M439 from Morphe, this kind of shape, it's really dense. But generally, if I put it on with this, I will just go over my beauty blender because it's just easy, and if you miss any places or if you have any streaks that you don't see, it buffs them right out. So I'm gonna take a little bit of this. Okay, honestly, the shade looks pretty close to where I'm at with my skin. Now, obviously, like my entire face is not one color. Like I feel like most people are that way, but I'm lighter here. My nose is darker. My forehead is way darker, I feel like, than the rest of my face because that's where the sun hits it. I ride in a convertible all the time. So, okay, so I feel like that was a pretty good size pump, and it just covered right here. It's pretty good coverage. You can still see through my skin, like you can still see some freckles and stuff. Yet again, it's supposed to be buildable, so that's a good thing. So I'm just doing like, that's one full size pump right there. I'm just gonna take it up on my forehead. Okay, I feel like it is applying really well. It's not like super thick or like, I don't know, hard to apply in any way. I'm gonna add some more coverage down here. It kind of smells chemically. It's got kind of a strong, kind of like a paint smell. It's not like super overwhelming, but if you do smell it, you can smell that chemical smell. Okay, so that's half of the face. I feel like it looks like a nice blur. I think it looks nice. The finish is pretty matte, but not unnaturally matte. It's not like, you still have like a little bit of a natural skin look. So I'm impressed with that. I'm gonna do a little bit more on my hand. I'm gonna go ahead and try the sponge on the other side. And then depending on if they match or not, I'll go from there. You're definitely gonna use more product with the sponge because I can already tell that I had a little bit less coverage, but that's just usually true with a sponge, so. Okay, honestly, I don't really have a preference. I think that it applies easily and looks almost the same with either the sponge or the brush. The only thing I would say is with the sponge, you're gonna have to build it up a little bit more for the same coverage you get with the brush. Also, this is kind of a given, kind of not. If you're gonna use the brush, I would just do a little bit at a time and build it up, because I didn't have any cakiness with this, but I feel like if you went in with a heavy hand, you definitely would. I have a tendency to be lazy and just dunk my brush in it and just put it everywhere, and then that's where the benefit of having a sponge handy comes in, because you can just go in and remove like the excess and really get that nice, I don't know, finish. Because if you have too much on your face, you have streaks. Like you can't get it to blend in because there's just too much sitting on your skin. So anyway, I made that mistake. I'm gonna go ahead and take this and put it on my eye on the other side. It's looking a little orangey right here for me, but and again, that can just be where my skin might be a little lighter there. So I'm gonna be honest, I feel like this probably is medium coverage right now. It feels like it's drying already, like it's setting itself. I am gonna add a little more though, because I really want to test it out. I want to see how full coverage it looks, and I'm gonna be wearing this for a long time today, hopefully. I don't know. So I'm just gonna keep going in with the sponge, and actually I'm gonna do a little bit of setting spray. I do this all the time with my other foundations, and one of the main reasons I do it is just because my skin is so dry, and I get right here, I start feeling like sandpaper, but honestly I feel like that everywhere, especially with matte foundations. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this thing I do and keep building it up. I'm kind of just switching back and forth between the brush and the blender, but I'm gonna go a little bit back with the brush on my forehead. forehead because I've been having some weird splotches come up and like texture, and I want a little extra coverage right there. So I'm just gonna do that. Okay, honestly, I feel like this is pretty close to full coverage right now. You could definitely add more. I don't think that this foundation is gonna cake up as long as you build it in small amounts. But as far as right now, it looks almost as natural as full coverage can get, which I know this brand doesn't like, they don't promote that it's a natural looking, but you can, it looks like skin. By natural, I mean it looks like skin. It definitely has a lot of coverage, and honestly, this is a great color for me. So I was really scared that their color match wasn't gonna work. Didn't take a picture of my skin or anything, literally just answered questions about myself, like my look better in golds or whatever, like what kind of tone are you light, medium, dark? And then in the light, they're like, okay, how light? So, and I just kind of answered it pretty quickly and definitely under 5 minutes, like I answered it really fast. So far, I think it looks really good. I am going to go in with the rest of my face. I'll also say it didn't really cling to any dry spots, which is good because I have really dry skin. I used to have normal skin, now it's dry. So it didn't cling to my nose. I actually have dry skin, like about to peel off my nose. So it looks good. It didn't cling down here. It didn't like sink into like lines or around my nose, which sometimes looks really bad with other foundations. All right, so I've finished my face makeup. Initial impressions from everything so far. For a matte foundation, I really like it. It doesn't seem overwhelmingly dry. Throughout the day, I probably will get drier and a little bit uncomfortable. That is generally just a fact of life for me with matte foundations. Oh my gosh, I've got makeup all over my fingers, I'm so sorry. But everything applied well over top of it. I think it looks good. I'm loving the look of it. The only concerning area was the forehead. I still had a little bit of issues with it doing the rest of my makeup. Not sure if that's from the foundation, the concealer, or neither, and just the fact that my skin is a little bit dried out, probably from the sun. So I have some other things to do today, so I'm gonna head out soon, and I will be back with updates and final thoughts. Not really final thoughts, but final thoughts for first impressions, because I'll wear it some more, and see if I like it. I will see you guys later. And I'm back for an update. It has been, I think about 4 hours. Not sure if you can see it. I do have some little like wrinkle lines right here. Do you see that? The forehead's not looking too terribly bad. You can only really see it if you look really close. This right here, I'm gonna kind of blend out. Okay. I think it still looks really great on the skin. I can see where it's not like full covered right here, like where it may have worn off some. It's a little bit darker than my neck, which I think I probably should have put more down here than I did. I forget to put makeup on my neck a lot. When you're really fair, which I am generally, I'm still really fair, but I have gotten a little bit darker. My forehead got a lot darker since I've been in Hawaii, but otherwise I'm like as fair as they come pretty much. Almost. I'm normally like the second to lightest shade. And whenever you're that fair, a lot of times you don't have to blend down your neck as much because it's like so light that it just like, I don't know, you don't get like an orange face or anything like that. But with this, I kind of feel like I needed to. I do feel like it matches. I I don't know if it got any darker. I think it might have got, like, it might have oxidized a little bit. I would say I feel like it's a little bit darker. I don't know how it's showing up on camera. So, but anyway, for the most part, it still looks really good. It hasn't worn off badly in any spots. It is very dry. I'm very, very dry right here. And out here, pretty much everywhere. I'll probably go back in with my Beauty Blender and add a little bit more spray, because I just do that throughout the day to freshen up. I ended up not being in a convertible with no AC, so I haven't really sweat a lot or anything. I've pretty much been in air conditioning the whole time, so haven't done a whole lot to test it, but it still looks pretty good. So I will check back with you guys later before I take it off. Okay guys, so I'm back and this is gonna be my final update. It's 4:49. Let me see how long that is. Around 7 hours. I ended up having kind of a rough patch through the day, so I did actually cry, and all the makeup under my eyes is pretty much gone. And then I'm sure you can see the streaks. So this makeup is definitely not waterproof, but I didn't want to like not finish the video so you can see the streaks out of my makeup. Overall, I would definitely recommend this product. I think it's pretty long wearing. I don't think, if I wouldn't have cried, it would have lasted a lot longer. I did actually lay down and take like a little bit of a nap. So anyway, yeah, so I really like the presentation. Like, that's one of my favorite things about this. The presentation, I'm sorry, the lights are coming in, and also my background changed. I was working on decorating a little bit, but anyway, I really like the presentation of this brand. I think it would be super long wearing. I don't know about people with oily skin, but it does seem like medium to full coverage, which is what they claim. Sorry, I'm looking at it as I'm talking because it jogs my memory of what I want to say. But anyway, I like it a lot, but I don't think, I'm gonna keep this one, so you can try it, and then if you don't like it, you can send it back. I'll probably keep it. I do think it ended up being a little dark for me. I don't know if it was when I put it on or if it oxidized. Now, like, it's not too dark compared to my arms, but compared to my face, it's just like a little darker. And when you run into that, if it wears off throughout the day, it can get patchy and things like that. With all foundations, I really like, you know, so that's why some people like self-tan their body and they don't self-tan their face, but then they wear a darker foundation. But to me, I don't get that, because if you're gonna have that foundation on for a long time, I feel like it's gonna wear off and you're gonna see those light patches poking through, and that, if you have, you know, if it's your natural skin showing through, then it doesn't look weird. But if it's light skin showing through, it's like splotchy, and I don't know. So from far away, this doesn't look awful, but like the streaks don't look good, and they would look a little better if the foundation was lighter. I don't think that they have a lighter shade that would match me though. Even though they do have 50 shades, all of the shades that were lighter than this one, unless it's like the very like super white, they don't really have like in between. They do have lighter shades, but they're like really gray toned, and they didn't look like the right tone for me. Like, they didn't look like the right amount of warmth. Maybe, I don't know, because I just looked at the swatches online, so maybe I'm wrong. I would consider buying it again. I mean, I'm not done trying it out. I'm going to continue wearing it. If I was just wearing it for like a couple hours and getting pictures made, I think it's great. For me personally, the reason I don't think it's going to become like my ultimate favorite everyday foundation is because I have dry skin. So it ended up being quite uncomfortable. I wanted to take it off way before now, because it was dry, and I was like, oh, like when you move your face, if you have dry skin, it's like sandpaper, And I get like that anyway. I mean, currently I'm using a matte foundation, but I really need to invest in a not matte foundation. I like how they look, but I also like how dewy foundations look. So yeah, it's a little bit dry for me. If you have normal skin, you're probably okay. Oily, I definitely think you'd be okay. I'm gonna keep playing around with it to see if there's a better way for dry skin. So that is the tea on that. And thank you guys for watching. I will see you next time. Bye.